Now, she delighted us all with a Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. Wasn't it wonderful? But this year, Ruth Jones has got another gift for us, and it's this, her new book, Us Three. This is out right now, and Ruth's... What?
It's us three right now.
Oh, it's us three right now.
Me, you and Ruth.
Yeah, see what you did there.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
See.
Ruth, always lovely to see you. And obviously we will ask you about Gavin and Stacey because we have to, otherwise we'll be hung, drawn and quartered by our viewers. But I want to talk about the book, Us Three, and this is about friends forever. And it's about something that's very close to my heart, and that is female friendships. There's really strong female friendships. Is this based on you and your friends?
Well, there's a lot of inspiration from my friendships. I'm very lucky to have friendships that have lasted. I mean, some of my friends I knew in infant school. So I did delve into our history, I guess. What I was interested in is that with my first novel, Never Greener, that was very much a relationship story. And I wanted to move away from that a bit. So I thought female friendship, long-term female friendship would be a really good arena. And what I think is interesting about friends that you've known for so long is that you still kind of revert back to that childish dynamic a little bit. Because you knew each other when you were like 5. And also you collect together over these years, all these milestones that you pass, and it reinforces your relationships. So, you know, the people that you were in infant school with when you dropped the stuffed squirrel on Mrs. Sparks's nature table or whatever, was, you know, the same friends that you were there when you passed your driving test, or when you got married, or, you know, when you got your degree, if you went to university or whatever, those things. And then the same people would be there, like in my case, at my dad's funeral. So, you know, you go through these milestones in life together. And I just think, if you are blessed to have these friendships, it's a really precious thing.
Yeah. But can I just say, I have this thing about friendships. I agree with everything you said there about friendships. And, you know, people you went to school with, I still call them by their nicknames, that we knew each other at school and things like that. But it shouldn't stop you making new friends. I just think your oldest friends aren't necessarily your best friends. They just got there first. They could be your best friends, but it shouldn't stop you moving on and making new ones.
Absolutely. There's that saying, isn't there? Friends for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Oh. And, you know, you might become friends with somebody, which has happened to me. You know, you might meet somebody and just know them for a few weeks. Like, you know, somebody you might meet on a holiday or whatever, and you may never see them again, but that doesn't diminish the strength of their friendship. And that's kind of what I suppose I hope to say. It's not just about long-term friendships, but this book particularly is. Yeah,
you know, I look at you and sometimes I feel sorry. I've known you for a long time. And, you know, I would like to think I was a friend of yours, and yet I've been to certain showbiz events with you, and nobody knows you. Stop. You know, no, I'm just saying. I mean, but, you know, she's there. She's one of those faces that just blend into the background. And it's a bit embarrassing. You're often with showbizy people, and you say, look, this is my friend. She starts talking to people. They don't know who she is. Am I telling lies here or not?
No. No, are you referring to the National Television Awards?
Yes, that was another time when no one knew you. Yes.
I saw you. I think it was towards the end of the night, and we were having a bit of a laugh because I told you that I'd seen Richard Madley and Judy at the beginning of the evening, and they were talking to somebody, and I went up and said, hi, because I've met them a few times. And they sort of looked at me like, oh, hello, and they kind of dismissed me. And I thought, oh, my God, they don't know who I am in terms of not... Do you know who I am? They obviously, people think of me like Nessa. They think I look like Nessa. So I had to stand there like a lemon. And in the end, I had to go, Richard, it's me, it's Ruth Jones. And he went, oh, I'm so sorry. I kind of quite like I like blending into the background, Eamonn. But it can be a bit embarrassing sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you, even though in the summer, my wife, you talk about blending in the background, but this Gavin and Stacey, when you watch it, you seem to watch it on constant repeat.
I always manage to find, I tell you, Ruth, I manage to find it somewhere. It's always being repeated. I watch it all the time, and every time I watch it, I see something different, something I missed, something I just enjoy again. The Christmas special, we waited so long. It was spectacular. 18 million people or more watched it. And you did leave us hanging, you know. Nessa proposed to Smithy. So, you know, there's got to be another one coming, surely. Is there a series coming? Will it be another special? Please tell me, give me something to hang on to.
Oh, well, isn't it great that it gets repeated so much? I think that's fantastic. And I think you're right. The more, a lot of people say to me, they find things in it that they didn't see before. I think sometimes I see things that I didn't see before. There aren't any plans to write anything. I mean, obviously James is in America. I'm in Wales. It's just not at the moment. I'm sorry not to be able to give you any good news. However, I do think that the Christmas special, the joy of our last special was that it ended in such a way that if we never go back to Barry, we will always wonder what happened. So there's something quite juicy about that we will always wonder, did Smithy say yes? Did they get married? So I kind of quite like leaving it hanging.
Oh, no, please don't leave it hanging. I can't bear the thought of that.
If you don't go back to Barry Island, would you go into the castle for I'm a Celebrity?
Well, do you know what? I'm not on social media, right? And I don't Google things anymore because I learned to my detriment that you'll always read something bad. So I thought, right, I'm going to stop doing that. Anyway, I suddenly started getting these texts from my niece, Anusha, and my nephew, Zach, and they said, oh, my God, are you going into the castle? And I was like, what? And then even my mother, who's 83, asked me whether I was going to be in I'm a Celebrity. And it was absolutely, I don't know where it came from, but there was this rumour.
Everything Welsh is in.
Yes,
Everybody wants
everything Welsh goes in.
Yes, yeah.
You're in.
Yeah.
Would you ever do it?
No, nobody's asked me anyway. So, no, as far as I know. But who knows these days?
Would you ever do it, though, Ruth? Would you ever do it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you can never say never about anything in life, can you? But I can't see. I'm too much of a coward, and I'm too much of a scaredy cat, and also I like my home comforts too much. I don't want to be cold or hot.
And she's too busy writing. So this is Ruth's new book, Us Three, a wonderful celebration of female friendships. There's a big twist in there, of course, but we don't want to give anything away. Ruth, always lovely to talk to you. Hope you and the family are all well. Enjoy Christmas, whatever that is going to mean for you all, and take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Lovely to see you both.
And you, love to see you.
Just remind me, who are you again?
I've no idea.
But you look very well anyway, and good luck with your book. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth.
Bye, Ruth.
Ruth Jones.
I can't bear to think they won't go back to Barry Island. I just know there's got to be another series
years to
or
come.
another special.
Yeah, you can't let it die.